Smart niggas out here winning, low key getting money. They get money and they moving in silence. Clearly see the shift the money. That's why I say you got to be able to adapt out here, or you will become extinct. The money is going to the smart people. Smart people are winning now.
All right, guys, we are back. Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you stopping through. My name is Juvie the Great, and if you don't know, I represent the Unique Trading Group, where we talk about stocks and live commentary amongst traders alike. I tell you what, today is going to be really, really simple. I got some juicy setups for you. I don't want to keep you long, but tomorrow is Opex Friday. Option expires, and we also have that non-farm payroll tomorrow that we got to talk about, okay? But the SPY is ready. I got some other charts that are ready and talk about some earnings to get you prepared for tomorrow, okay? So enough of the intro. Let's go ahead and pay some bills, and we'll be right back. To kick it off, we are going to start with the economic data. Tomorrow, Friday, as I mentioned before, we have Opex Friday, but on the calendar for economic data, 8:30 unemployment rate, unemployment change, and the non-farm payroll employment change data is going to be released before the market opens. At 9:25, we have member Bowman speaking. And remember, guys, these red star news events and these catalysts for data could act as a catalyst for price itself. So you always want to pay attention to reaction around these time frames on the SPY and the NASDAQ. Okay, so again, tomorrow, 10 o'clock, we have the prelim UOM consumer sentiment, and we have the unemployment change and unemployment data before market opens. Right now, we have some bullish sentiment. So it's going to be pretty interesting tomorrow. Okay, now you guys know how I like to do. I like to do the Trader's Creed because trading is about mindset and psychology. Yes, very, very important. But I think that, there's no sense in knowing anything about psychology or even trying to think about psychology if you don't know the day type and the environment that we're in. So we're going to do this from the top and read it together. You ready? The Trader's Creed. I am a consistent winner because I objectively identify my edges. I predefine the risk of every trade. I completely accept the risk, or I am willing to let go of the trade. I act on my edges without reservation or hesitation. I pay myself as the market makes money available to me. I continually monitor my susceptibility for making errors. I understand the absolute necessity of these principles of consistent success, and therefore I never violate them. Now everybody, please remember this Trader's Creed. Get familiar with it, save it, study it, try to memorize it, because I believe in your trading journey on down the line, this is going to make much more sense to you. All right. Now we have the Fear and Greed Index sitting at 41. Fear. All right. Market momentum is sitting at fear. Extreme fear for the stock price strength. The market breadth, which is a market eternal, is sitting at fear. And the put and call ratio is actually above or below 7.0 rather right here. All right. Has a little bit of bullish momentum going with that, because when people are greedy, you're supposed to be fearful, and when people are fearful, you're supposed to be greedy. Remember. Now, what do we have here? The daily, right here on the daily. Okay, guys, listen. Excuse me, guys. I'm dealing with a little cold. Bear with me as I navigate these charts, because you guys came here for something, so we're going to get through it. All right. Now, quick notes. Here we have 598.67 as demand level. All right. I talked about this on a previous video, and we are above it now, and it's still acting as a proxy for algos for calls to the upside. All right. And just for the proof, all right, just for the proof, I want to show you a video of me 3 days ago talking about it. Okay, for the viewers watching, peep the accuracy.
Weak, I would say.
All right, so we want to be prepared. Now, let's get the SPY. Don't want to hold you for any longer. I know what you came here for, and here we are on SPY. These are my notes. Right now, we are below the algo number on the daily and weekly, which is 598.67. If 598.67 fails tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, whatever day it happens, you ought to monitor 598.67. All right, this needs to hold as demand in order to see more continuation to the upside. But if 598.67 fails and acts as resistance at any time of the day, it will. All right, and it can act as a magnet for calls if we reclaim 598, 599 as demand, targeting 604. Okay, let me say that again. All right, okay, so 598, and we want to target 602, 604. So we're on the daily. We see we have, this is a low here, and this is a higher low. Like I told you before, guys, remember, simple market structure. Higher lows and higher highs equal uptrends. Lower lows and lower highs equal downtrend. And right now we have more series of higher lows, right? We don't have a higher high, but we have a higher low, and we are above the previous closing price, which is bullish, okay, and making a trajectory towards the upside. Now let's go to the hour and check those numbers that I just gave out. Let's see how accurate they work on the hour and on intraday time frame. That was 3 days ago, okay, and today is the 6th. All right, so 3 days ago will be on the 3rd. All right, here we are on the 3rd. We have the Heikinaishi candles on. I want to find the numbers that I gave out. All right, so let's find those numbers, okay? Just in case somebody can't see, we want to stretch out the screen a little bit. I want them to be able to see. Okay, so bear with me. All right, let's make this a little bigger. All right, we are on the hour time frame on SPY. For those watching, we are looking for numbers that serve as a place of demand, and demand means that buyers and sellers has agreed for price to go higher. We need demand, all right? We need demand, and we have to agree. So demand means calls to the upside. So for instance here, calls, demand level here, because price is rejecting falling, so that's demand to go back up to the upside, okay? Just want to make that clear. All right, now let's find those numbers. 598, 67, 65. Let's find those numbers, okay? 598. All right, right here at this green line, okay? So we found it right here at this green line. So since the 3rd, 3 days ago, I talked about this, right? All right, that was on the 3rd. We made that video. We came up overnight, all right, while we were sleeping, reached a high of 601. All right, right at that 602 level that I talked about in that previous clip on YouTube 3 days ago that I just showed you, okay, right here. All right, we actually rejected from right here, okay? That was at 602. So we actually went from the number I said, all right, 598.67 to 592. At this green line, this is the place where we would have bought calls, all right? Okay, that's where we are, all right, on the 3rd, right here, all right? So 1800 hours, whatever that is, military time, it was in the middle of the day, maybe around, maybe 11 o'clock, maybe, and this is what we had. We had a break above that candle, all right? We went down a little bit, okay? And then pre-market we shot up, okay? And the rejection came while we were asleep. But the following day we fell back, okay? And in the video, I warned people that if they miss the move, don't chase. Don't chase. You can always fact check this, all right? If you wake up in the morning and it's below, you ought to watch the same numbers. Now this same line came here, all right? This black shaded area on my trading view chart is the market open. This is pre-market right here. Pre-market, after-market, pre-market, the blue and brown. Black is the actual day where we're trading, the trading day from 9:30 to 4. As you can see, we fell back below. We couldn't control that if we're not trading it. All right, price came back to retest this 598.67 level we talked about, right? Broke it pre-market. We are above the 21. And this gray line here you see, right, is a indicator for me. It's a 21 simple moving average, and I use the 21 simple moving average as a proxy for my call triggers or put triggers, meaning if I see these green bars above the gray line, I want to take calls, just like right here at that number 568, 598.67 here, like I called before. Excuse me. Okay, if I see price below the red line more times than none, then I want to take puts to the downside. All right, so my 21 line is my indicator for call or put triggers based on it closing below it and momentum and volume accompanied with it. All right, so let's move along. All right, now if you were watching my video, had you realized that these were a demand level, right? You could have took these calls. All right, you could have took these calls. All right, now I want you to see something really nice and ironic. I talk about auction theory and 100% levels, and in that 100 level, you want to break it down into 3 levels. So 100, there's a 100% move. All right, right here we have a 0% mark, 0% mark right here. Okay, 0% mark. This is an easy way for you to notice where to buy calls. A lot of times inside of a range, where is the best risk to reward? You understand? The best risk to reward. All right, bear with me as I navigate the screen. All right, this is your 50% mark. All right, this is where we bought calls at, because we noticed. All right, this is where calls are being bought right here, because that's about a 21 and it's our number. How ironic is that? All right, and right at the top will be your 100% level. Now this can act as a resistance level, right up here, where people take profit. Right, what's the logic behind that? We bought calls here, or prices being bought up and absorbed here at a demand level. Same thing it did here, looking left. We had these wicks, these rejections of price. If we started here and price fell, let's make this clear. Price fell from here, rejected the 21, right? My trigger for puts up under here, we fell. People took their profit and we continued to go back up. They bought price back up. This is a demand level because it refuses to go back down. So we go up. Ironically, pre-market, we fall back down to the 0%, right? Which is your best risk to reward for calls. Think about it. Buying calls here and placing your stop below here, right? Would have gave you this risk to reward to the upside, okay? Ironically, price bounced from the same place it bounced before. Watch my cursor and stay with me. Now back to here, 598.67. All right, right around that area, my green line we made earlier, right here, right? Gamma squeeze. Gamma means fuel. Fuel for an airplane to go. That's what the gamma is. So there was a lot of gamma inside of 598.67. All right, if you don't know what the gamma is, join the link below for my Discord and reach out inside of the Stock Talk engagement, and we have a community where I explain these things and videos about this, okay? But just know that this is what I want to see, volume, okay? And I want to see these prices break, and that's exactly what we had, and we moved back to the 602 the same way I said before. Now, how ironic, okay? Ironic is this, all right? We had a W shape here. We have a W shape right here, okay? This is a technical pattern and a breakout right above the 100% level. So now this 100%, this turns into a 0 because this is a place of demand right here. You with me? Okay. Now that we see that, let's get to the real thing here. I want you to see this, all right, for today. Right now we are on an hour time frame, okay? What do we have for tomorrow to be prepared? We have a range, a big move up, a bull move, all right? We have a bull move, bull flag, up into a range, okay? That's what we have. We have a pole, a big move up into a range, okay? And we have the same thing that I told you about before, guys. We have a megaphone, okay? Here's a megaphone, all right? I'm gonna make an announcement. The announcement is we have crazy swings. That's what the announcement is, all right? So in between here's a range, right? And here is a range. Why do I say here? There's a gap in between this low and this high, right inside of here, ironically right by my 100% level where we took profits. 602 acts as a magnet. We bounced but made a higher high right there, okay? Right here where my cursor is, compared to this one, and this point, this is the high low. And anytime you see these same simple things, all right, they act as simple trends for you to follow. Ironically, this megaphone bounces here too. This megaphone, all right? And ranges act like magnets. So you have a big move up, and they tend to do this, guys. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And so tomorrow, what you want to watch for is, let's say we wake up in the morning, which price is going up right now. Okay, price is definitely going up right now. Okay, so here's what I think. You wake up in the morning, price breaches here. If you miss the move, don't chase. Why chase, right? You want to wait for price to pull back, right? There could be some sort of profit taken up here, but there's a technical pattern of a bull trap or a double top or an M, right? Okay, and maybe catch this one here, back to the downside. But if you do, you understand that we could bounce around here. So you want to try maybe another two-chop failure, technical pattern to trap in the bears, all right? Okay, maybe catch this move. Okay, this is just a variation, but just know that we are in a swing inside of a range. Okay, now bear with me 1 second, okay? Because I want to show you something. All right. So tomorrow, 6:05, right? Right now on SPY, we are at 6:05. Let's check the charts. Okay. Right now on SPY, we are at 6:06 right now. All right. So 6:05 is a place of demand, and it acts as a 50% mark, right? What is the 100% move? 600, 605, and 610. So what will be the middle zone of 600, 605, and 610? It'll be 605. And right here on the daily, on the 1 hour, we have a point of control at 605. A volume point of control at 605, which is a future forward thinking indicator, not a lagging indicator like moving averages. All right. Okay, so that's what I want you to notice. All right. And what we're going to do is I'm going to actually let you check out this Uber chart. And Uber is part of the transportation. All right, and we want the transportation stocks to start doing their thing in order for us to get some broad participation back in the Mag 7. All right, and Uber, GBX, ZIM is actually lagging, but we want the transportation stocks to participate. They have been lagging. All right, Amazon. See Amazon. Amazon had their earnings tonight. I think Amazon beat on earnings. But as you can see, we have this erratic price movement. Erratic price movement will be dropped here. We could wake up in the morning and get some momentum back here, all right? It could be an overreaction in price, all right? However, they did beat. And sometimes technical patterns matter more than they do the actual earnings, all right? Earnings is very risky, and understand that before you trade, all right? So tomorrow on SPY, I am expecting a bullish move. The bulls want to retest these highs here at 609, 610. That is the move. This is a bull flag, all right? And if this plays out the way it usually plays out with the 85 to 90% accuracy rate, probability rate, all right, then we're probably going to see a break of this high, 606, 52, and complete a measured move. So this pole here, this move here, all right, is going to make another move, and it's going to mimic itself. And that will be a bull flag measure move to retest these highs. Now that's just set the scenario, okay? Always be patient and always be cautious. This is the way to roll. This is the way to trade, all right? Always trying to find the best risk to reward. Now those that don't understand technical patterns and understand the broader market, it's going to be a little difficult for you. But don't worry. Technical patterns, bear traps, bull traps, ranges, measure moves. If any of this sounds like too much for you, trust me, I understand. A lot of these things come with years of experience, all right? But if you take your time and you manage your time well and study and really find 1 or 2 things to stick with and master, the more you check out these patterns and the more you understand that it's about you versus somebody else on the other side, and you want to take the best risk to reward, because this is a game of probability, okay? And you can learn. You can learn a skill to pay the bills. So if you want to join a family and a thriving community, check out my link below and join my Discord, the Unique Trading Group. We are here for you, okay? Now, I don't want to hold you guys any more longer. I've already told you what I'm looking for tomorrow. Non-phone payroll is tomorrow, and actually options expiration, Opex Friday, okay? And so we have a jam-packed day for tomorrow. Remember that sometimes volume is not always accompanied with these moves and these technical patterns. So if you do get into a good trade, all right, lock in some profits. You know, think about doing advanced orders where you're placing an order for your risk, your entry, and your exits at one click of a button. That way, when you're in profit, you can go ahead and lock in that profit. Remember, part of the trader's creed is paying yourself when the market makes money available to you. Okay, guys? Now, before I leave, I want to leave you with this picture of my book again, The Power of Patience. It's a really, really great book, a really great guide, I would say. I've heard, at least, from some people who've purchased the book. And I wrote the book. And the book came from many years of experience. And so if you want a good guide, something to give you a good learning curve, then this book is for you. Whether you're a beginner or advanced or intermediate, this book is for you. So I appreciate you guys' time. Remember to like and subscribe. And if you found this video at all valuable, I would love for you guys to share it with your friends and your family. All right? And just in case you wanted to see a part of my Discord, here's some of the things. Most people force bad trades because they don't know what a good trade looks like, they're pressed to make money because some arbitrary goal, or they're a gambler addicted to dopamine hits. Which one are you? Something to think about. Another thing that I want to bring to your attention is the accuracy rate in the Discord. If you join my tier 2 and you decide to subscribe, all right, it comes with accuracy, speed, it comes with learning, right? I teach you guys how to fish, not just how to fish, right? If you want to eat for a lifetime, you must learn to fish for yourself, and that is true in nature, all right? Now, here we have on the Discord, and I'll let you guys go after this, but I want you to see, all right, yesterday at 11:19, I posted a picture of SPY. Here is the SPY. And I posted a picture of Apple at the same time, right? They mimic each other, all right? This is a cup and handle. And then I posted a picture of a cup of coffee, because this is the pattern, all right? If you didn't know, now you know. Those that did know, you know exactly where I'm going with this. I read a book years ago by a guy named O'Neill. And this was one of the patterns I was introduced to when I first started trading, way before COVID. But the cup and handle pattern is a very, very powerful pattern. I posted that at 11:19. Okay, I specialize in precision and momentum trading, and I teach you this, all right? Something that took me years to master. You get to learn that in a relatively short time, taking this serious. 11:19, I posted it. I noticed it. All right. 12:22, we were, let's check the price, 600, right? See that? 11:19. 12:22, we were at 602, all right, and we made a high of 603. So that took an hour, all right? It took an hour, and this was the pattern. This is what I seen, okay? That was an hour, all right? And that whole time that we were, you know, trading, you know, 4 o'clock came. By the time 4 o'clock got here, we were at 604, all right? The next day we opened up $2 higher. And this is the power of pattern recognition. Listen, guys, I'm not going to hold you anymore. I appreciate your time and your patience. If you stay with me this long during the video, then it must have been valuable to you. And I really do appreciate you. But until the next time, guys, remember to keep the love. It's February out there. And stay safe, stay disciplined, lock in your profits. And I'll see you on the next ride. Peace.